Welcome, technologist, from the EDTP397 class and the EDAP585 class. It is a joy to be teaching you this semester. I think you're going to find that this class is lots and lots of fun. I know that's a word we shouldn't be using in college, but I'm sorry. It will be fun. Everything we will do has practical applications to you in your classroom. We teach a large cross-section of folks, so we're not going to have very specific ideas, although you will see that when I get into the design of a Google Classroom and the use of online instruction, we will kind of burrow down into specific applications that we can use for teaching things like mathematics. So let's go over what we have. Your course has a syllabus right here. We have a series of marvelous modules that I think you will enjoy. On Monday at 4:30 in room ERTC 201G, I call it the Goldfish Bowl. When you walk into the ERTC, immediately to your right, you see a room that has glass walls. That's where our class will be. We will meet there. I will always have something for you to eat outside on the table because you deserve it. And we will be looking at all of this. In other words, go over what it all is about. I'm going to quickly just scroll through here so you can see the number of things we're going to be doing. But then on Monday night, we'll go through this in much greater detail. We'll start off with a book study of Mike Fullen, Dr. Mike Fullen's Stratosphere. I actually know Dr. Fullen. And we think that this is an excellent, excellent book. Dr. Fullen is one of these people who does a really good job of bringing in others into his book. And so what we'll do is we'll introduce you to a lot of these people that are in his book, and you can hear what they have to say about the idea of what does technology in a classroom in the 21st century look like, and why are we all so worried about how we can get kids to use it appropriately in our classrooms. So I rely upon Dr. Fullen here because I think he has some of the most engaging, and I think the things that he talks about are certainly worth understanding. So we will have, as our first module, we will be looking at his work. We then will jump into something called TPAC, TIM, and UDL. These are all theoretical and conceptual frameworks. We'll talk about what all that means. And UDL is something dear and near to my heart, Universal Design for Learning. And I'll walk you through how to do all that. Notice we have this thing here. This is called a Padlet. And there's one up here. Actually, there's two up here in our book study. This is one of the places where you will put your work from this module. And I will show you how it works. And how you can have your own Padlets and put them into your own Google Classrooms. The idea of the Padlet is it gives us a place to have a gallery walk where we can look at each other's work. This is the one place where I will insist that you actually put your work in here. Otherwise, all of your work will go into the assignments. I'll show you that in just a second. Here we go. By Module 3, we'll be ready to start talking about the ubiquitous classroom. And our ubiquitous classroom that we're going to focus in on is Google Classroom. I will walk you through how to set it up. Unfortunately, the University of Louisville is still living in the dark ages, and it doesn't have a Google domain yet. So our classroom will be pretty much one that we'll create on our own. not a problem. The nice thing about it is, because we own it, you will be able to share your Google Classroom with me and your other classmates. And we're going to use that Google Classroom for the rest of the course. We're going to jump in and take a look at what digital natives are all about. And as you can see, there's another one of those Padlets. And then we're going to look at something that Dr. Fullen calls irresistibly engaging and assessment. And we'll go through all of that. Again, this is all based upon Dr. Fullen's work. We'll be looking at a gentleman by the name of Phil Shilekti, who actually lives here in Louisville. And then we will look at programming, coding, and game development. This is something that is on the horizon, especially if you're a math teacher. I can see this in elementary school. Someday, we already have this in elementary schools and middle schools and high schools. We call it robotics. I and a colleague of mine created this in Jefferson County Public Schools, and I'm glad to see through all the gyrations that have gone on in JCPS, this is still there. As it is in other counties, by the way, in Odom, in Meade, in Henry, in Shelby. In fact, we got our ideas about how to do the robotics from Shelby County. So this is not something just specific, in the Archdiocese and private schools. So this isn't something just JCPS oriented. Also, I thought we would go for a ride and take a trip on this amazing thing called AR and VR. Virtual reality and augmented reality are here. Technology is trying to figure it out. One of the things that I find so fascinating, and you see this all the time, especially technology in schools, is we go off and we spend hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars on technology, and we think it's wonderful and cool, and it lasts for maybe 2 or 3 years. I'm a big believer in doing things that kids create, that kids have the ownership of, instead of just experiencing. And so we'll be using something called CoSpace that allows us to create virtual reality landscapes and augmented reality spaces. I think you'll have fun with both of these. And here's your hat, all in here. Nothing's hidden from you. Now let me go over here and show you. We no longer are using live text in the College of Education. Yay! I know. I've been lobbying to get rid of it for years. Over here, we have all of our assignments located in Blackboard. I hope I'm not making you dizzy by scrolling through all of this. And the assignments is where you will put your work. And I'll show you right here. Dink. And here they are. If you need a document to do this, we'll be putting it in here for you. As you can see, each rubric for each module is in here. These links that you see. And then we get to the actual hat. The document to do that is right here, so you can download it, fill it all in, and upload it into the assignment. As I said, anything that has a Padlet in it, I'm going to ask that you get that uploaded within 2 weeks of the course, or 2 weeks of the assignment, so that we can share them, but also so that I can grade them and you can have a sense of how you're doing. Every Friday, just like today, you will be given an announcement email through your University of Louisville email that will cover what we'll be doing the following week in class. You always have the ability to reach out to me through my SMS text number. I gladly give it to you. Do not hesitate to reach out to me if you have questions, if you have concerns, if you're just feeling overwhelmed and you need to have someone talk you through it. Please, here it is, 502-457-2937. The first text you send me, just put your name in it and say, hi, this is Steve from your EDAP or your EDTP class, and I have a question, or I have a concern, or I can't find this in the Blackboard. Do not hesitate to reach out to me. And as I said, every Friday you will receive one of these emails with a video in it that will explain to you what we're doing the following week. As always, I am very excited. I hope to have lots of fun. As I said, when we meet on Monday night, there will be food out on the table outside of class. If you want to bring dinner in and sit outside the class and eat, that'd be fine. They have a rule about no food in the labs. They kind of look the other way when it's my class. I don't know why I get that kind of treatment, but I do. Otherwise, that's it. I look forward to seeing you Monday at 4:30.